Hi everyone, welcome back to another tips and trick video on Microsoft Teams. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about the usage of built-in tabs, along with how to add a new tab, and sharing with you my current environment of some already existing tabs that I've included. Before going in to add tabs to your Microsoft team, a great question to ask you and your team members are, what are some content that you and your team need to have access to fast, or one that you use quite frequently? Tabs are great to add as it helps user easily access and manage any type of data that they need or interact with the most. Some example of tabs that you can include could be Power BI reports, a dashboard, and even a Microsoft Stream video channel where we publish any type of training videos. With every channel that gets created in Microsoft Teams, we have two default tabs. We have the Post and the File tab that cannot be deleted, and in our chat messages with a private message or a group chat, we have the Chat and the Files tab. For any chat that has a Microsoft Team meeting associated to it, there are 4 tabs that are added by default: Chat, Files, Meeting Notes, and Whiteboard. Do note here that you cannot add any new tabs. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to stick in our channel and focus on the tabs that are located here. Both owners and team members can add more tabs to a channel by simply clicking on the plus sign for adding a new tab. Here, a new window pops up and you're now able to select what type of apps or files to include as a tab. Do note that any PowerPoint, Excel, PDF, or Word files must first be uploaded into the Files tab before they can be converted. Any already existing upload files can be converted to a tab with a single click. For example, I know that I already have a PowerPoint file within my latest update channel. So when I select that, here I'm given to another window that shows me the options of what type of files that I can show, which is a PowerPoint. So I'll go ahead and select this one here, for example. And on the bottom left, you're given the option to post to the channel to let your team members know that a new tab has been included. If not, you can simply uncheck mark this box and select Save. Here you can now see that my PowerPoint has finished loading and I can go through the slide as if I'm using on a PowerPoint desktop application or the browser view. To help my user know what type of PowerPoint this is, I can simply go to the very top, selecting the drop-down menu and rename this PowerPoint. Here I'll just name it Project Overview and select Save. What I can also do to ensure that my team member know that this PowerPoint has been uploaded as a new tab and would like for them to see it right away or in a particular order at the very top, I can simply click the tab and then drag across the placement of where I want to put this new tab. Do note, for example, if I drag and drop the tab in front of either the posts or files, or let's say in between, this will not allow me to do so. This may be a drawback to some who want to reorganize a tab to ensure they might be in alphabetical order, but this is also to ensure that the post and file tabs are not altered. Other options in the drop-down menu for each tab is the Remove button. This will permanently delete the tab, but you have the option to re-add back the file or the tab. For any of the files, you can also quickly swap out the type of files you want to show instead of having to remove it. Simply going into the settings. And here, for example, I'll select the sample PowerPoint. And with that, I've made a switch to another different PowerPoint. Another example of tab that I have at the very top is a SharePoint site. Some site may not load correctly, and if so, you'll given a gray message bar here to let you know that if the site isn't loading correctly, you can do a refresh. This will either reload the tab or you can go directly to the site. Not only can you link SharePoint site, but you can also link external site as long as they start with the HTTPS prefix, so information that are exchanged remains secure. Here's another example that I copied a link over from Microsoft to show the roadmap, as well as a Twitter feed from Microsoft 365 status. That's all I have today to share about built-in tabs for Microsoft Teams. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button to be notified when we upload new tips and trick videos. And we'll hope to see you soon.